I don't like, a lot of people are really like dicky in this city, I'd say. It's like kind of cutthroat. Like there's so many people living here and like big competition for work, big competition for like being the best in school.
And like me being born and raised here, I'm kind of like biased to Vancouver because like I was born and raised here, but you came here in like what?
September 2016?
So it's been like almost a year.
Yeah.
So
actually a year already.
I'm gonna get his insight on living in Vancouver. Why did you pick Vancouver to live in?
My brother was here. He goes to UBC. I go to SCP though. And then I just chose to come to Vancouver just to follow him, you know, stay around him, stay near him.
But what was your overall thoughts on the city?
I was expecting like rainbows, butterflies flying around, you know, just like a perfect world. Perfect
Unicorns
life.
flying around too.
Unicorns. Nothing wrong. Like I was just expecting like something perfect. I mean, like look at this. Like you don't see this back in Asia, or you rarely do. It's just like the small things that add to it. Like you see pictures online before you come here. Like they hype you up for the experience. Because stepping up from a third world country to a underdeveloped country to a developed country, actually, it's a really big step. Just the cell service alone, dude. And oh my god, actually.
LTE, bro.
Yeah, it's such a big difference. Such a big difference. Google Maps too. That's honestly, you never take Google Maps for granted until you don't have it. You know, in Asia, it's not too great. It's hard to find your way around. I feel like a lot of technology and like Siri and like other stuff, like that's like geared towards like North America and stuff. Back in Asia, it's like some features don't work. I don't know. It's just, you just expect like the best of the best once you come here, right?
What do you hate about living in Vancouver?
Oh, just everything, you know, everything.
Done.
I hate the fact that there are a lot of homeless people here. It kind of like makes it, kind of changes the vibes of just walking around, especially downtown. It makes you feel bad when you see all those people like just like sitting on the streets.
Yeah.
Some of them have like kids, some of them have dogs, and I just, you know, like back in Asia, many people like leave like small change, but here I don't really see that often. Once in a while you see like a nice guy that drops like $5, but that's it. And you just wonder like how they survive. And obviously, like I'm in college, man. I'm not like rolling in the cash, so I can't really give them much money. Price of living, that's the next thing. Actually, no, that has to be first, actually. And then rent's like almost $700 a month, which is crazy, dude. Like, what? I'm not a billionaire.
How about your
food
grocery budget?
Man, I spend like $100 a month for a week in groceries. Because I'm trying to buy like, plus I go to Walmart too, which is like supposedly the cheaper superstore. I buy like meat, rice, grains, vegetables, stuff like that, just healthy food. Like I'm not even eating like fast food takeout all the time. And I thought that would save my money, but it's actually not that much different in terms of pricing if you just eat outside or just cook at home. So it's only the nutritional value that's different.
Anything that bugs you about?
I don't like, a lot of people are really like dicky in this city, I'd say. It's like kind of cutthroat. Like there's so many people living here and like big competition for work, big competition for like being the best in school, especially in university.
Would you say it's like, it has like a New York vibe, like every person for themselves?
I've never been to New York, but I'd assume it'd be similar, like to be honest. It's such a big city, densely populated. Like workforce, it's hard. It's like, it's not hard to get a job, but it's hard to get a good job and like rise up in the like rankings.
Yeah.
It's like a pyramid, like honestly, like, everyone's just at the bottom. And like you just gotta push people down to go up, which I don't like too much. When you're in the SkyTrain, you know, like when you make eye contact with someone, you just look at them and they just look down. They just look away.
I'm like guilty of that sometimes.
Man, I hate that so much. Like everyone's just so scared to like interact with like strangers, because I guess it's because like the mentally ill or like the homeless, and like you just don't know who's mentally sane, who's crazy.
But even for me, like I noticed in like Asia, like people talk to each other, like even if like strangers. Yeah,
dude, especially like with the elderly and the younger like 20-year-olds would like just randomly talk like, or like no, sorry, the 70-year-olds, 80 plus age, like especially the elderly women would be like, I'll talk to you, give you some life advice. Like it's just easy, right?
We're here, like from being like from a Vancouver perspective, like if someone starts randomly talking to me, I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Like who are you? What are you doing? Like who do you think you are?
No, okay, maybe not like that, but I'm like, it gets me off guard because I'm not used to it. Yeah. I'm like, what? Conversation with a stranger?
Yeah, I don't really talk to many random people here. It's really hard to meet people too. A lot of people have like their own like childhood
Cliques.
here, like the cliques. Like, oh, I met you in high school, so I'll just hang out with you for the rest of my life.
That's very, like, you see that a lot in university. Like,
Oh, man.
like you go to lectures and you see the little groups here, groups
Yeah,
here.
they're all just like friends from high school. I'm just
Yeah.
like, shit. I'm just I'm this new guy. I moved from Asia and I didn't go to high school here, so.
That must have been tough.
It's really tough.
Like, how was that to make acquaintances and friends in class?
you just have to get out there. Just talk to some random people.
Okay.
If you're in class, you just say, hey, did you do the homework? I don't know, just make some stupid excuse up.
But do you think being in the city is harder to meet people versus in Asia?
I don't know. I grew up in Asia starting as a kid, and I have a lot of childhood friends, so it was easy. I guess I always had that social circle. And this is actually the first time I've ever had to like step out of my personal space and just actually try to meet people, which is kind of enlightening, I guess.
So James was telling me how about that one time where he pretty much got jumped.
Well, more attempted robbery.
Attempted robbery / assault.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I guess so, yeah.
People always think when you move to like a city, everyone's here is like super nice and you're never gonna encounter any crime.
Right.
But tell us that experience of what happened.
All right, so I was like near UBC, I guess, on West Broadway, and I was walking around like around 11:30 at night, trying to go to the 7-Eleven, buy some food, some snacks, some Canada Dry ginger ale, and this guy suddenly comes out around from the corner and he's just like, hey man. I was like, oh, what's up? He's just some random guy. So I was like, oh, he's a nice guy. And then I pull out my phone and just try to walk away, and he's like, hey, can I look at that? I was like, why? I just showed him my phone, right? And then he's like, oh, what's that? And he grabs it, right? I'm like, wait, like, I'm just like in my mind, like, what's this guy doing? Right? And then I grab it back, he's like, oh man, this is mine now. I'm like, dude, you're joking, man, right? I was just like, what's going on here now? And then what happened? Okay, so he's like, okay, this is mine now. And he like pulls out this thing and like it looked like a water bottle. And he's like, or I'll mace you now. I was like, this guy's not gonna mace me. So I kind of like go down and like try to tackle him.
Don't tackle
And then he starts spraying me, right? And oh my god, like this is actually
Did you get hit with mace?
Yeah, I got hit in the eye and the back.
Oh.
And it was pretty bad. I've never gotten maced before, right? And I was just like, wow, what's this guy doing? So like I just tackled him to the ground. He dropped my phone and he dropped the bottle of mace. And he's like, man, this is supposed to be easy. He grabs the mace and runs away.
Wrap up some thoughts on Vancouver.
Honestly, come here. It's a really good city. Just look past like just like look past the issues of like the homeless, the mentally ill, maybe like the prices, like the economics of living here. But if you can seriously overlook all that stuff, the rest is beautiful.
Like people say it's a beautiful city.
It is. Like there's really nice parks, well maintained. You can see the mountains from like wherever you're standing, so that's always a big plus. Okay. It's like a really big area.
Okay, now that you've been here for a year, what advice would you give to yourself now that you know?
It's just don't make it too special. Don't overhype it in your mind. You're just moving to another city, and I mean, especially moving from Asia, where you expect
is there any specific
better.
things that you would be like, watch out for this, don't do this?
Don't be stupid. Just be smart about where you go. You know, don't have your wallet hang out your pocket. Don't walk around drawing too much attention to you, because crazy people will definitely attack you.
Just like have common sense.
Just common sense. Just keep to yourself. Be smart. Be casual. Just don't be an idiot. Good words to live by, honestly.
So guys, that was my vlog on talking to James. And overall thoughts from I guess a third person's perspective on living in the city. Because when you're like born and raised here, you're like a little bit biased, and you kind of don't appreciate the things that a person that just came here would appreciate. Ups and downs.
Amen.
And to end off the video, what do you want to say, bro?
Deuces.